Hey guys, Becca Pace here, and today we are doing a 20-minute slide workout. So we're gonna bang it all out, get our 20 minutes in, get good and sweaty, and feel awesome after we are done. So we're gonna start with our warm-up, feet a little bit wider than shoulder distance and toes turned out. I want you to start by just keeping it small and shifting from side to side. So you wanna kind of wake up the groin, the inner thighs a little bit here. Totally feel free to stay here, or we're gonna slow it down and come a little bit lower. I like to bring my hands out in front, just kind of like put an imaginary globe in your arms. And then if you'd like a little bit more to kind of wake up those inner thighs, we'll sit a little deeper and allow the toes to actually lift from side to side. So this is a great way to wake up all of these muscles that we're gonna be working in class today. Let's do that one more time in each direction. And then we're gonna meet in the center, and I want you to just heel and toe your feet in. And now we're gonna do a little swingy action. So it doesn't matter what leg, I just want you to do a little cross the body and open. And your arms can sort of move counterlaterally. So we're just kind of opening up the outer hip, maybe testing the balance a little bit here as well. One more time as I fall, and we'll go to the other side. So just plant your roots. And again, we want the arms to kind of swing in opposition. So we wanna wake up the outer hip. This might be a little back freeing for you, so just kind of have fun with it. We'll do that a couple more times. Standing foot is quite grounded here. One more. And then I want you to just meet me in the center, feet about hip distance. Take a little step back with your left foot, and we're just gonna round out the spine. Step up and switch sides. So we're articulating the back, and I can just do a little side visual for you guys as well. So we wanna kind of really feel the release through the lumbar back area, the lower back. And what's great about this also is you can stack your knee under your hip and your shoulder. You get a little quad stretch here as well. Let's take that one more time in each side. And then from here, just standing up nice and tall, bring your left heel to your booty, give yourself a little quad stretch, and you can just pause for a second, drive your hip forward so we get a little elongated release through that top of the leg. And we'll switch sides. Again, plant your roots. We have just one balance move on the board today, so this is a great way to kind of set that foundation. And that feels real nice, so let's do it one more time. So plant your foot, grab your toes, push your hip forward, and feel your balance and your stretch. Multitasking. Let's go to the other side one more time, and we'll dive on in. All right, you guys, so now that we've got things sort of warmed up a little bit, we're gonna get even more warm by grabbing our booties. So you guys can absolutely take a seat to put these on, or you can continue with that balance theme and slip them over your shoes from your standing position. Okay, so we wanna step on the board, both feet together, up against the bumper. And we have 30-second intervals for our first section. So hands can start on the hips, and we're gonna begin in our tall slide. So this is a really great opportunity for you to just kind of get acclimated with your board. Say, hello, how you doing, old friend? And that 30 seconds is gonna go pretty quickly. So give me about 15 more seconds here. And then right out of the gate, we're gonna drop down to our skater slide. So a little bit lower. Let's go 5 more seconds here, side to side. And then as we make our way back to that original position, let's sit down, hands behind the hips. We wanna keep the spine long as we go into our skater. So we're here for 30 seconds. We're just gonna progress this a little bit. Here's the thing about this first section. Each move that we do twice. So just keep that in the back of your mind as you go through this, that know that maybe round 2, things can amplify a little bit. So we've got just about 15 more seconds here in our skater slide. What's great about this is we're gonna hit the glutes, quads. This is a nice stance for you to kind of keep the chest open. All right, guys, let's go 2 more times. And then we're gonna meet and drop a little bit lower. So let's keep those legs strong, arms can come out, and we've got our sprint. 30 seconds. Kicking it into high gear right out of the gate. So as you're doing this, I want you to locate your breathing. And again, use that bumper. That's your starting and stopping position. So really push off to propel your energy across the board. All right, guys, in 15 seconds, I want you to meet on one side of your board. So let's really push it through. We got 10 more seconds here. Heart rate rising already. In 5 seconds, meet me on either side. 3, 2, 1, come on over. With your feet together, we're gonna do a little twist. We're gonna meet in the center of the board. Utilize this not only as an opportunity for you to kind of drop that heart rate, but to free up your back. Let's take it down. and then we take it back up. And we're gonna do that just one more time. So I want you to feel like you're sort of corkscrewing your feet through the board, setting a foundation. As you come up, we're gonna pause, and we go into a couple jacks. And now I just want you to bring your feet just wider than your shoulders. If you're new to doing this, please don't go any wider than that. Ugh. Or you're gonna find it's a little more tricky to bring those inner thighs back together. Think of this like a magnet. 5 more seconds. I gotta focus on that. In 3, 2, 1, get your weight over to one side, and we're gonna turn for some burpees. Now, we're gonna stop and start here. Take yourself back into your high push-up. Separate your toes to about hip or width distance, and then hang on in a squat first. Reach up, and we're gonna do that again. So I'm gonna place my hands beneath the shoulders, pause, separate the toes, hold your squat, come on up. Let's do that a couple more rounds. So we've got about 60 seconds. We're already about 20 seconds in. So we've got levels to play with here. So really think about lifting your chest, dropping that booty down. All right. This is your last move of section number 1, round 1. So just keep that in mind. We got about 20 more seconds here. I like that little extra squat pause, right? Not only do we hit the glutes a little bit more, but it's an opportunity to kind of slow the heart rate as well. Double whammy. Give me one more here. And now meet me at the top, and we've got our second round coming up. So just meet me in your tall slide. Okay, I hope everybody's feeling good out there. So round number 2, what did we talk about in round 1? Amplifying it perhaps as we now go into the second section. So remember, at any point, pop back up to this tall slide if you feel like you want to give your legs a little breather, if you want to catch your breath a little bit more. I love me some tall slides, let me tell you. All right, we've got 10 more seconds here, and then we're gonna drop it down into that skater slide. Remember, we're getting a little bit lower. Let's make our way to one side, drop it down, maybe take a breath, hands behind the back, let's move, 30 seconds. So remember, guys, as you're moving from side to side, let's focus on where we're breathing in and out. Personally, I love to really let that take over as my mindset so that I'm focusing a little bit more on keeping that momentum going through breath. And that kind of puts you in sort of this meditative state, if you will. Take the energy away from the burn that we're feeling here. Let's go 10 more seconds. We'll meet on that original side in 5, 4, 3, 2, pause. We're sitting a little bit deeper. 30 seconds, let's sprint. So as you're finding this 30-second push, again, we want to visualize maybe a target, maybe a goal that we're working towards. Feel it in your body and find your limits and then push past them. We're here for 15 seconds. We can do it. 10 seconds to go, everybody. Doing awesome. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment and twist it out. Dance party. When the clubs open back up, I expect you all to meet me there, and we're gonna do this. Take it down. Take it up. And now we're gonna jack it out, everybody. Remember, less is more. Let's open and pull. Magnetically charge those upper inner thighs a lot. 5 more. Getting a little wobbly here in a good way. 3, 2. I really feel like I'm ice right now. That's the whole point. Let's do one more for good measure. Make your way over. Carefully, of course. And as we turn, we've got burpee variation, numero dos. Arms up, hands down. Take it back, and now pull your knees to the center of your elbows. Take your legs back, separate your feet, and we've got the motion. And we're moving and grooving for 1 minute. Remember what we discussed that first round? This is an opportunity to kind of hit the upper body, the core muscles, but also to take control of your heart, the repetition of your beating, thumping heart in your chest. Try to let it go. All right, you guys, we got about 20 more seconds. I love to take that little high reach to release, catch the breath. 10 more seconds here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, tia. And as you stand up, take a moment and step 1 foot off the board, 1 foot on the board. Okay, we can start with our hands on our hips. I want you to take it nice and easy. You're gonna keep your left leg straight and send your right hip back. So we begin with a nice lateral slide, or lateral lunge slide, if you will, okay? So for like 30 seconds, I want you to make sure that your knee, your toes, and your hip are basically streamlined over one another. The opposite foot is facing front. So really think about bringing the edge of your foot to a parallel position to your board. 20 seconds here, and then we have a little bootay challenge. So I want you to, again, feel that magnetic pull. Chest is open, back is long. 10 seconds. And then I want to really feel that standing foot like a root through the floor. In 3, 2, 1, drop it like it's hot. Reach for me, everybody, and pulse. I want you to keep the outside edge of your left foot pressing down into your board. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in and step on your board. Nicely done. Let's go into our Thai slide. Thai slide, tall slide. It could be Thai. I do eat a lot of Thai food, so that's appropriate. So our tall slide is a bit of an active recovery. At any point you want to drop it back to your skater or your sprint, go for it. We have just about 10 more seconds here. Now remember in the warm-up we discussed a little bit about those balance challenges. We're going to hit that first one up right now. Let's meet on our right side. Catch your breath. Now I want you to take a tap down. As you come across, the arm goes up and your press off knee also goes up. So you're gonna shift your weight and feel your balance. Now as you're moving through these positions, if you're feeling a little wobbly, just bring your toe to a tap, boop. And so we're focusing on exploding off the right hip and feeling the balance and control in that left foot. We have 25 seconds on this side. And the arm is sort of acting as a momentum, if you will, bringing you up and in. And we're in the home stretch here with about 10 more seconds on this side. Let's go 2 more times. Last one. I almost fell again. And then we pause and we take a couple of our tall slides. Okay, this is just a little transition, if you will. Let's go about 5 more seconds, and we're gonna meet on the other side for those lateral lunges. Are you ready? Let's even out the burn. Make your way over, carefully step off. Make sure your toes are facing front, and let's go right into it. So just like those jacks we did in the center of the board, that's sort of the feeling I want you to experience right here. Brrrr. Inner thighs are pulling towards one another. Your standing foot is rooted down, and your moving foot stays parallel. Great opportunity to build some of those strength actions into your body. We've got about 10 more seconds, and we have our booty challenge. So let's keep it going. Shoulders back, chest up. In 3, 2, 1. Let's reach, and pulse it down. Keep your toes facing me. We're here for 10. Shoulders are heavy. Abs in. Standing legs strong. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get on up. Release your arms. Let's step on the board. And again, hit up that tall slide. Great job, guys. How we feeling? Pretty good at home. Okay. Let's go one more time, and we're going to meet on the other side for our balance. Start with a tap down. As you come across, the arm guides you into that knee lift. So we're dropping down and using the arm as momentum. Here's the thing about going one side and then the other. You might find that one side is more dominant than the other side, and that's totally normal. So let's make sure we're butted up against the bumper. So it's sort of supporting us on that knee lift. And again, as I mentioned on side number 1, if any of you need to today, just tap your toe to feel the shifting of the weight. We've got about 15 seconds to go. I want you to find that top arm kind of lifts you up in that balance. 10 more seconds, you guys. You can do it. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish tall and proud. and we can go back into our transitional tall slide. We're gonna do one more burpee combination, and we have our final little sprint. So let's hang out in our skater here. Let's drop it down for like 15 more seconds, kind of feel that sort of stimulated energy pulling back into your body. And we're gonna be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're here on the side. Turn it around, y'all. All right, we got our third burpee combination. Bring it down, send your legs back, pin your toes together, and then slowly pike your hips up. Try to keep your heels off the ground, separate your toes, rise up. So guys, I've allotted for a little additional time here so you can slow it down and focus on infiltrating your strong abdominal muscles. Once again, this is a nice opportunity to kind of connect where you're breathing to the movements that your body's doing. Hello, lower abdominals. Nice to see you here. Okay, everybody. So if you'd like, you can always continue with your basic burpee, just down and out, in and up. If you want to add a push-up, you can play around with that. You've got about 30 seconds here to kind of set your tone. Maybe knowing that the finish line is super close, you skip the pike and you simply go for speed. We've got just 20 seconds remaining. I'm gonna join you if you're speeding it up. I'm still gonna take that opportunity to spread my fingers and open the chest at the top. 10 more seconds, you guys. We got it. One more move after this, and we get to cool things down. Let's go, 2 more. 1 more. Stand it up, turn it right around, and we're ready for our final sprint. You have 45 seconds of hard work to wrap things up, so send it back, open your chest, and in 3, 2, 1, we go. This is where the finish line is like right on the horizon. And our competitors are next to us trying to pass us down the long straightaway to the finish. And we say, oh, absolutely not. And you pick it up. And this is where that confidence pushes you through the line to the finish. I want you to go, go, go. We've got about 15 more seconds here. Let's keep it moving, keep it grooving. Home stretch, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, let's go into our tall. Take about 30 seconds here. Keep that slide going. Start to recognize all that energy that you just created within yourself and say thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, breath. Thank you for trying something new if it's your first time joining us today. Woo! So 15 more seconds here, guys. Looking good, feeling fine, recognizing that strength. And let's go back and forth here for 3, 2, 1. I want you guys to take a big stretch up and then just let your arms go. Carefully take a step just off your board. Take a seat or simply pick up one heel at a time. Let's get the booties off. Meet in the center. Take a breath. And then placing your hands into what would be back pockets. Drive your pelvis forward. Pull your chest up and point your elbows down. Guys, take 2 deep breaths. So you're sort of squishing into your butt muscles here. 1 more breath. Encountering this, we fold the body forward, bend your knees a lot, and just kind of hang here. If you want to take a nod, yes, you did it. Nod it out, be proud, feel good. While we're here, guys, just pump your knees. So I want you to straighten and bend 1 knee at a time, feeling your hamstrings opening up. And then while we're in this position, I want you to open your feet, turn your feet out, and let's go into my favorite little inner thigh stretch. So we're just gonna press the knees back, keep the chest open, and breathe. 1 more breath. Turning your feet back to parallel, let's take the fold through the center, and I want you guys to interlace your hands behind your head. Point your elbows up towards your hips. So we're releasing the upper neck, upper back, and then just go ahead and release your arms. We'll walk over to the right leg, just kind of deepening that stretch. Maybe the left arm reaches a little further away. And then again, we walk through the center to the other side. And then back to the center, walk your feet in a smidge. roll up, and let's just revisit that quad pull one more time. So you're gonna pull your heel towards your booty, drive your hip forward, and let's just pause here for 2 deep breaths. Maybe that left shoulder rolls back and away from your ear, so we get a little balance reward here. All right, let's switch sides. Bring the knee in, reach the arm up, push your hip forward. So good. Okay, guys, let's lower the foot. Take a little crisscross with your arms, palms up, palms down. And then you can bring your hands to the center and give yourselves a round of applause. We are finished with today's 20-minute slide. Great job, everybody. Thumbs up. We will see you next time.